Now, your Storm Tracker 13 forecast first. Sponsored by George Sink Injury Lawyers.
And good Friday morning. The time now is 9 a.m. We're taking a live look outside Ocean Boulevard, where we are seeing mostly sunny skies. A few more people right now across the beaches right now compared to what we were seeing even this time yesterday. We had a few more clouds across the area, and while we do have just a few clouds, we're not really seeing any rain associated with it. Very small chance later today for us to see an isolated stray shower. Most of that activity though is really just going to hold off until about Saturday and then once again for Sunday. Many of our temperatures are continuing to warm up. We're looking at temperatures in the 80s already at the coast. We'll even continue warming into the 90s, but the heat will also grow along with us throughout the weekend. We'll have more on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Today on News 13 Now, we're learning more about how a convicted sex offender was able to volunteer at a local church's school as parents demand accountability. Plus, leaders considering curfews to curb teen takeovers. But what if there's another way? We'll take a look. Then a little later, law enforcement admits they overlooked major red flags as the investigation into a horrific animal cruelty case deepens.
Coverage you can count on at 9 starts now.
Good morning and happy Friday to you all. Thank you so much for joining us for News 13 Now. I'm Adriana Cotero. Well, new information about a registered sex offender accused of violating his probation by volunteering at Pawleys Island Community Church and its school. It was back in 2023 when Warren Perry was convicted of sexual exploitation of a minor in the 3rd degree. A condition of his probation was that he could not work near children. Well, we now know that Perry did not tell his probation officer that the church also operated a school. Wednesday night, church leaders admitted that they knew about the 70-year-old's crimes. Now the Georgetown County Sheriff's Office is working to determine if anyone besides Perry could be held accountable.
I can promise you that no one is protected in this case. If you have violated the law in any way, shape, or form in not protecting these children, you will be held accountable.
News 13 reached out to Perry on the phone and asked if he'd like to give his side of the story or sit down for an interview. He told us he was not interested at this time. And while the investigation into Pawleys Island continues, child advocates say this is also a reminder for churches to review their own safety policies. Jessica Goodwin with the South Carolina Victims Assistance Program says her organization works with churches to build child safety plans, and she says the first step is to have a thorough screening process for anyone working with children.
We always suggest a written application. Background checks are non-negotiable in our society these days. Reference checks, interviews, 2-person or 3-person interviews with, a committee within your church, the social media review, and then we still recommend orientation and training, a 6-month process of absolutely making sure that somebody works with that person, particularly if they're around children.
Goodwin says prevention starts with strong policies and a culture where people feel safe speaking up.
News 13 on-time traffic, sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Just call Joy.
And to look at your morning commute right now on 501 closer towards CCU, we see some light commuter traffic across the area. Some of our drive times from 501 Highway 544 to Carolina Forest moving about 10 minutes. 17 Farrell Parkway to Glens Bay will take you 8. 17 Mr. Joe White to 82nd Parkway right now is moving about 10 minutes. And on 95 for parts of Florence and Dillon, we're not seeing any slowdowns, but all the way up in Lumberton, there's just a little bit of some light traffic going on. Downtown Florence and South Irby Street roads continue to move at or near normal for this time of day. From 52 Palmetto to I-95, drive times are 7 minutes. 76 5 Points to Irby will take you 4. And 95 TV Road to 76 is moving on time with 9 minutes.
Krista, thank you. And in a News 13 update, Georgetown County Sheriff Carter Weaver speaking out about a stunning case of animal cruelty and the failures of his department leading up to the discovery. Now, we want to let you know some of the images you're about to see may be disturbing for some. On July 9th, more than 100 dogs and the remains of 125 dogs were found inside a home in Wedgefield. Sheriff Weaver says that deputies were called to the home several times since 2019, but red flags weren't raised until the end of 2024 when a deputy was denied access to that house. Well, in January of this year, deputies were called to the home about a foul odor amid worries that a person may have died inside. But once again, the deputies left. Weaver says when rescuers finally made their way into the house last week, they were overcome by fumes.
Hazardous air quality caused several emergency responders to require hospital treatment for toxic fumes that they were exposed to inside the house. It's just unspeakable.
Weaver says he's now working to get funding for an animal cruelty investigator, additional animal training for deputies, and a new county-funded contract with St. Francis to house the animals. That contract is expected to go before County Council Tuesday night. And St. Francis Animal Center will hold an adoption event from 10 until 4 this Saturday and Sunday to help with overcrowding at the facility. Adoption fees will be waived. None of the dogs from the abuse case will be available because they are still healing. A nationwide problem has the Queen City in the spotlight. Leaders in Charlotte are considering curfews for young people, and that's because of growing concern about a trend called teen takeovers. News Nation's Anna Koyman has those details.
These teen takeovers are becoming a real problem nationwide. It's not just one region or city. So here's how they typically work. The details are often just shared online, and then hundreds and sometimes even thousands of people show up. And it's not just teenagers there. At one takeover in Tampa, for example, 22 people between the ages of 12 and 21 arrested. Law enforcement and community leaders are trying to figure out ways to stop any trouble before it starts. So look at this, a violent scene at a Chipotle in DC, and then you've got a beachside brawl that ended in gunfire in Clearwater, Florida, and then to that 4th of July gathering that led to hundreds of arrests in Southern California. Teen takeovers have been wreaking havoc and draining community resources from coast to coast. Some feel there are more takeovers in the summer because kids are out of school, but one member of law enforcement tells News Nation, no, this is a year-round issue. And the Washington Post is reporting that a driving factor in these large gatherings is that kids want to socialize offline, saying this is especially true for a generation of teenagers whose fundamental years, these foundational years, were impacted by the COVID-19 shutdown. And communities are trying different ways, not just to stop these things, but to try to prevent them as well. One way they're doing that is by organizing events that are specific for those teenage years. The hope is that the alternative will give them an outlet. Here in my hometown of Charlotte, they're talking about changing the current teen curfew to 9 o'clock for everybody 18 and under. In Florida, the Attorney General there issuing a plan to, quote, take down teen takeovers. That includes a zero tolerance strategy, anti-rioting laws, and prosecuting event organizers if necessary. On Saturday, Bradenton, Florida police stopping a takeover from happening before anything escalated. That's what you want. But that also came with consequences too.
You're talking about dozens of officers and deputies that are away from being out there proactively keeping our neighborhoods safe, all to deal with one issue. It's a drain on revenue. It's a drain on our resources.
For News Nation, I'm Anna Koyman.
Well, the Charlotte City Council is set to vote on a curfew recommendation on August 10th. Just ahead, a major change in how North Carolina runs its elections and its ballot rejection process, why critics say it could mean many voters lose their voice. Before we get to that, we're heading outside to give you this live look out over Garden City. You can see the sun is already up, shining bright. Gonna be a hot day, so prepare for that as you head out the door. It's only 9:08 in the morning, but it is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. We'll be right back.